Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another King of Fighters video. So, as soon as I got home, I logged into the game, minding my own business. So, actually, when I logged into the game, I had left my game on from yesterday. So, I kind of just went in here. I saw this early winter login thing, and I didn't really see anything here. I was like, oh, maybe we're gonna get a new character that is a Christmas character that is EX. I'm like, oh, cool, that sounds cool. Let me go check the news. But when I checked that, this actually hadn't loaded up, and from what you can see here, it's actually a Soul Calibur ticket. So when I went here to check the news in the forums, what ended up happening was that the first thing I saw here was, oh look, Soul Calibur 6. I was like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. So yeah. So clicking into here, you get like a link to a special website. Clicking in here kind of just keeps you in the game. So what I did was I just came to kingoffighters.netmarble.com, not .com, .net, and for whatever reason it's defaulting me to the Korean website. But as you can see up here, but I just right clicked here on Chrome and just said translate to English, and then basically converted the page to English here. And right away we come down here and we actually get a look at what our characters are going to look like. And I gotta say, they do look pretty visually appealing. We'll just leave it as that. We have our girl Cassandra here. We have Seung-mina. At least this looks like Seung-mina to me. We have Ivy, which I assume is going to be the character that's going to be on both banners. We have Taki, hopefully with a side of hot Cheetos. And we have the alternate version of Ivy here. Generally, I tend to prefer the classic outfits. I mean, this looks, again, visually appealing. Not really my type of costume, but, you know, this is probably going to be our EX fighter, the one that we get for free. So, sure, I guess I'll build her. And aside from the normal Cassandra, we have an alternate form. And I'm assuming in total we're probably going to have one regular Ivy here. We're probably going to have some SS characters, and then one version of Cassandra is going to be the EX. I'm going to assume it's this one actually, just because I prefer this costume a little more, so it's probably going to be this one. So yeah, all these, out of a series that has many male characters, all these characters that we're getting are going to be female. So I don't understand, where is the love for my boy Voldo? Like, what's going on here? Kidding, jokes aside, yeah, it's a little surprising to only see female characters, but I guess you can say Seung-mina is almost like a female character, a female version of Killick. So not really, but I personally haven't played Soul Calibur in a long time. Like, my biggest time of playing Soul Calibur was in the Dreamcast days, so I'm definitely dating myself with that. And as soon as I saw this character Cassandra, I literally thought, oh, this is Sophia, but apparently no, they're two different characters, so that's gonna be great. We have a bunch of, I'm not really sure how accurate this is with the translation, so you might want to wait for the English website. And then we have some other stuff down here. So actually, this is the EX character here, I'm assuming. Then there's a login event, so we kind of have that already. Blah blah blah. So this is just like the stuff that's gonna happen. That's not happening quite yet. So if we go back here to BlueStacks, yeah. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I clicked into here. And what this is going to be is those same tickets that we got for Samurai Showdown, but except we have to actually earn them with the bingo board. So you can get these from the bingo board, and it looks like we're going to have 5 of each of these tickets. And for each page of the bingo, we're going to have 200 of these total. So we're probably going to be able to get the first 2 right away, and then it's a matter of how many pages and how many stockings we get per page. So going back here, we actually have 11 days for that. and then we have 8 days for the bingo here, so probably really 9 days. And I've kind of full disclosure, I accidentally didn't record my microphone, so this is the second time I'm recording this video. So I ended up just playing through all the stuff, and I was able to complete, like, I generally like these just because they're straightforward, and I was able to complete pretty much most of it already. So the only thing I'm missing is Guild Rage, because for some reason I used a key late last night, or I guess before I went to work. Soul Quest, I could probably finish this if I really wanted to, and then log in 2 days is stopping me anyway, so there's really no point in trying to finish these other two early. So I'm just going to keep it there. We do have a next bingo here, so this is probably going to have multiple pages, and I'm hoping we get like 30, like times 30 on the next page, or times 40, in a way to make it a little bit easier. In addition to these stockings, we're going to get these boxes here, and again, it's going to be just like the previous few events where we get some tickets from here. So the good thing is that we're getting those free polls for sure. But if we go here to the daily login, daily check-in, we're going to get the rubies as we usually do, but this adds up to 4,000. So the bad thing about the rubies only having 4,000 instead of the usual 7,000 is that we're not going to get as much pity as we would have gotten like back months ago. And the thing with those tickets is that they don't give pity, so the rubies would be the better way to go usually. And aside from that, I think that's pretty much it. Like, we're getting those free tickets, and we're getting those boxes that are going to give us free tickets. And I'm sure once we get the EX version of Ivy, we're probably going to get the same kind of goodies we got for Tekken and for Street Fighter, where we get the option cards and a whole bunch of random pulls, and Guilty Gear as well. I think back in the Guilty Gear days, we were able to get actual, like, more tickets from the Saul Bad Guy free EX, but that's probably not going to happen again this time. In my opinion of who I'm pulling for, so if we go back to the website here and scroll up, I think I am most interested, like, honestly, I think Ivy's classic design is what I've kind of, I don't know, I'm nostalgic for. So I think this is, back in the day, it was a really cool design. The whip sword, pretty cool. So I would like for this to be the good character, but we probably all know that this is going to be the not even SS character, so that we can build her for free. Hopefully she's at least an SS or a BS, so that we could at least get someone that's pretty powerful, but most likely not. She would be the one that I would want to build, but considering she's not even going to be SS most likely, I don't know if I'm going to be like pulling for her, but she's probably going to end up on both banners. This one is going to be on her own free to play banner, so that leaves us with two sets of 2, so we're probably going to get 2 banners out of this. In the past, I feel like it hasn't been worth it to pull on the first banner, so I'm probably going to wait for the second banner before I do my pulls. That way, like, if there's cards or the fighter that's going to be between the 2 sets, the 2 banners, that way I know for sure what are the cards, so I'm not like trying to kill myself trying to get the card on the first banner, wait for the second banner, get the pity ticket for the second banner, and then we're gonna try to get the ones that we are missing. Just try to pull and then use the tickets for the ones that we're missing. So aside from the 2 IVs, I mean, Cassandra's kind of cool, but like the fact that she's like an alternate costume of Sophicia, I'm kidding, but to me, I feel like this is like almost the same character, and I do again prefer like this. I'm not even sure if this is the original costume, because I haven't played Soul Calibur in a while. I think I do own the PS4 version, but I've played it like a couple of times, and I just made a custom character anyway. So yeah, but I think this is probably going to be the SS, and then this one's probably going to be the EX. And then it's kind of a toss-up between Sumina and Taki. Taki, right? Taki. So which one of these is going to be the SS or BS, and which one of these is going to be the EX? I'm guessing the EX is going to be Taki. I think my strong preference would be for Taki. I don't know. She's okay and everything, but I don't know, something about her feels a little generic. She kind of gives me a little bit of a vibe of Nakaruru, or like, I think it was Julia from Tekken. I think it's more Julia. And I don't know, for some reason she looks like Native American looking. Again, I'm probably just thinking of Julia, and that's probably what's reminding me of Nakaruru. So I don't know. Aside from that, she doesn't really stand out too much to me, so I'd rather just go for Taki, even though I don't really love Taki's design here. It's basically just a skin suit, like Zero Suit Sandwich or something like that. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'd want Taki in terms of just being a classic character. However, I think this time around I might just wait and see what people are saying, see what people measure up stat-wise, and which character is going to be actually good. And then from there, I'll decide, like, okay, I'll go for Taki or I'll go for whoever else. But honestly, in terms of probably trying to pull for someone, I think I'm leaning towards Taki. Trying to pull and try to get her to A5, maybe A4. I'm not really sure how far. Kind of depends on luck here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I honestly, this is definitely a waifu fantasy collab here that's going on, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to love that. But I personally love my cool male characters. You know, I'm talking like the Saul bad guy. I'm talking about the Ryu. I usually like the main character, or like, you know, one of the main characters in terms of it being a male. I kind of just like that a lot more. So I tend to have a preference for like a male character, but I think in this case, since I didn't really pull that hard on Tekken, I'm probably gonna go for Taki here. And that's gonna be if she's EX, and hopefully that sort of keeps my account up to date for the future for whatever, you know, challenging content is gonna come up. But honestly, in terms of the character getting a new character, they're basically only useful for their own tower, and then after that it's like you have a pretty good amount of choices when it comes to even if for things like Demo Space, you still have a pretty decent amount of choices out of the entire collab and out of the recent characters that come out. So like one specific character isn't gonna really be do or die here. So, but it's probably a good idea to build up your Ivy, your EX Ivy if you can, just because she's probably going to have stuff in her kit that's going to be needed for future content. I don't know if they're ever going to update Chapter Fight, Tower Trials, and stuff like that, but she's definitely going to be good. And I'm assuming the card sets are going to be really good in terms of like boosting their CP for these characters. So yeah, definitely another thing to keep in mind. All right, I think that's been long enough, so thank you guys for watching, and I'm excited. Like, we have something to do this week with the bingo boards, and this is actually a pretty good Christmas present for all the kind of not so great stuff that's been happening over the past few weeks or month or whatever. So hope this collab is good, and I'll see you guys when it comes out. Peace out.